Hey guys, Finn here, that's FYNN, and I was actually thinking about recording tomorrow, because I have an off day tomorrow, but just so much is happening in the football world right now that I thought I'd make a video talking about current situations. First thing first is obviously Fulham have gotten a new manager. Very excited to hear about that. Claudio Ranieri, the Leicester City manager who could do it all, is now back in the Prem, is now the new Fulham manager, and I think I can really see this as a really good future for Fulham. Um, as we know, Fulham came from nothing, a relegation side, to Premier League champions because of the man, and he was able to bring silverware to a club that was captained by Wes Morgan. I mean, I have nothing against him. I'm just saying these players weren't well known. They weren't classified as world class players before Ranieri took them to glory. Now, because of that, Vardy's gotten many English caps and World Cup, and he's defined himself as a proper Premier League striker. And Leicester City isn't seen as a team that will be relegated. As of late in the last few seasons, we wouldn't put them down in a relegation spot. Um, Mahrez obviously moved to Man City because of his profile, because he's seen as that kind of player. Schmeichel is considered one of the best Premier League goalkeepers now. Not as great as his father, obviously, but people look at him and they do classify him as a world-class goalkeeper. Even if you look at his World Cup, he had that confidence and he had that power that a proper goalkeeper would have. And just players like that have shown through Ranieri. So it's like, yeah, I'm very happy with that, and I think Fulham could go great places because they've only gotten one win at the moment in the Premier League, which obviously isn't good enough. But I think great things are going to happen forward. Great things. I think Fulham could really just pull out, and I think definitely with Ranieri coming in, I think Fulham can get out the relegation zone easily. Maybe into like, I don't know, I would say 16th end of the season, 15th maybe. But yeah, we'll see what happens. We'll see what happens then. And obviously it's an international break now, so we'll look few moments, just talk about one or two things that could potentially happen. So I think obviously as a Manchester United fan, I'm going to talk about that mostly. And I think this is a good time to get one or two things in order. I think this is a time to get defense in order. This is a time to work on that a bit. Because obviously in the last two games, defense has been a problem, and Mourinho has come out to say our defense has been very dodgy as of late. Been conceding too much and just horrible, really. Our attack's been great going forward. Obviously, Lukaku was injured in the previous game and couldn't score. But all things to him, I think he's still a great striker, and yeah, he'll prove himself. Same with Sanchez. Sanchez is a good striker. No one knows what's going on, but he still has that fighting power in him. And yeah, otherwise, I'd have to say Chris Smalling really stepped up in the previous game. He really did show in the City game. He showed that he improved. He was much more solid as a defensive wall. He looked a lot stronger, a lot more confident. Yeah, the only player I could criticize from that City game is Herrera, who just, I don't know, made stupid mistakes, couldn't get passes through, cost us one or two goals. And yeah, I would have been happy if that game ended with a 2-1 loss, to be honest, considering City's form and our form. I think that last goal by Gundogan was just like the final nail in the coffin, but that was a bit disappointing, but we'll get there. And I think for a confidence point of view, De Gea needs more clean sheets. Once he starts getting one or two more clean sheets, then it's a solid push. But I think the next few games are a bit easier for United. There's one Arsenal game in the next 4 games, but besides that, it's teams like Crystal Palace, which, I mean, nothing against them once again, but it should be fine. Yeah, but otherwise, pushing forward, it looks like we could have a positive time if we just push through. A bit odd. One of the topics at Manchester United now is, don't know who else has heard about it, but the fact that Fellaine has now cut off all his hair. This is the day before his birthday today. He said something about it being like the new year for him, so he wants it to be a new him. But Fellaine, ever since Everton days, ever since then, he's been known for the afro. So for him to shave it all off is, well, we'll definitely see. I don't think they'll have too much of an effect. It shouldn't, but yeah, it's quite interesting. It's quite interesting that could happen. And otherwise, that's it. That's all I have to say. I'll come back if there's anything else. Anything else that's been suggested. But if you like this video, please leave a like, comment, share, and subscribe. Thank you very much, and cheers.